The Roman Empire. Just saying the name conjures up images of power and grandeur. At its peak, Rome controlled a vast territory, stretching from the British Isles to the sands of the Sahara Desert. This wasn't just about land. It was about millions of people living under Roman law, trading Roman goods and speaking Roman languages. The empire was a beacon of civilization, boasting impressive feats of engineering like aqueducts that still stand today. Roman roads, built for legions to march quickly, became arteries for trade and communication. This was a golden age, a time when Rome seemed invincible, but like all empires, Rome's story wasn't destined for an endless summer. The seeds of decline, though invisible to the casual observer, were already being sown. The very factors that propelled Rome to greatness, its vast size, its diverse population, its military might, would eventually contribute to its downfall. This wasn't a sudden collapse, but a slow decline, a gradual unraveling of the threads that held the empire together. It's a story of internal strife and external pressures, of economic hardship and military defeats, a tale as old as time, but no less captivating for it. The Roman Empire, for all its glory, was a complex beast. Ruling such a vast territory with diverse cultures and languages was a constant challenge. Governors appointed to manage distant provinces often faced rebellions and uprisings. Maintaining order across such a vast expanse stretched the Roman legions thin like a tired blacksmith trying to hold together a fractured sword. Adding to the turmoil, the line of succession for the emperor, the most powerful position in the empire, was often unclear. This lack of a clear successor led to power struggles, assassinations, and civil wars. Imagine a kingdom without a prince, where any ambitious general or powerful senator might fancy himself the next Caesar. These internal struggles weakened the empire from within, diverting resources and attention away from external threats. It was like a slow internal bleeding, weakening the once mighty empire. The Roman Empire ran on gold, or more accurately on silver. Silver coins were the lifeblood of the Roman economy, used to pay the legions, fund public works and facilitate trade. However, constant wars and lavish spending by some emperors drained the imperial treasury. To counter this, Rome resorted to debasing its currency, mixing silver with cheaper metals. Imagine a baker adding more and more water to his dough to make more bread. It might look the same, but the quality is poorer. This devaluation led to inflation, as prices for goods and services rose while the purchasing power of the denarius, the Roman silver coin, decreased. Imagine going to the market and finding that the price of bread has doubled, then tripled, then quadrupled. This economic instability hit the average Roman hard, making it difficult to afford even basic necessities. The once bustling Roman markets, symbols of prosperity, began to resemble ghost towns. The Roman army, once the terror of the known world, began to face a string of defeats. The legions, once disciplined and formidable, were increasingly made up of non-Roman citizens, often recruited from the very barbarian tribes they were supposed to be fighting against. Imagine a pack of wolves, once feared predators, now slowly being infiltrated by sheep, their ranks weakening with each passing season. The Battle of Adrianople in 378 AD, where the Visigoths routed the Roman army and killed the Emperor Valens, sent shockwaves throughout the empire. This defeat, unthinkable just a few generations prior, exposed the vulnerability of the once mighty legions. It was a stark reminder that the Roman Empire, for all its grandeur, was not invincible. The eagles of Rome, once symbols of victory and power, were grounded, their wings clipped by a combination of internal decay and external pressures. Section 5. The barbarian tide external pressures. Beyond the empire's borders, a new threat emerged: the barbarian tribes. These weren't simply unorganized hordes of savages, as Roman propaganda often portrayed them. They were often displaced people fleeing their homelands due to a changing climate or pressure from other tribes further east. Imagine a domino effect, where one tribe pushing on another triggered a chain reaction that ultimately rippled into Roman territory. These tribes, like the Goths, Vandals, and Huns, were drawn to the wealth and relative peace of Roman territory. They pressed on the empire's frontiers, seeking land and a better life. While some tribes were content with treaties and alliances, others, driven by desperation or ambition, resorted to raiding and warfare. Section 6. A house divided, internal strife. The Roman Empire, already weakened by economic woes and military defeats, found itself increasingly divided. The vastness of the empire, once a source of strength, now made it difficult to govern effectively. The eastern and western halves of the empire, with their distinct cultures and languages, drifted further apart. They were like two oxen yoked together, each pulling in a different direction, unable to move forward and only succeeding in further weakening their shared burden. Adding to the chaos, ambitious generals, sensing weakness at the heart of the empire, began vying for power. Civil wars erupted, further draining the empire's resources and manpower. It was a self-inflicted wound, a tragic case of a house divided against itself. The Roman Empire, once a symbol of unity and strength, was now a fractured entity, ripe for the picking by external forces. Section 7. The Last Emperors. A series of unfortunate events. The final century of the Western Roman Empire saw a procession of emperors, many of whom were ill-equipped to deal with the mounting crises. Some were well-intentioned but lacked the experience or the authority to enact meaningful reforms. Others were simply figureheads, controlled by powerful generals or corrupt officials. It was a revolving door of leadership, with each new emperor inheriting a throne that grew increasingly precarious. One notable figure is Romulus Augustulus, the last Western Roman emperor. His very name, a poignant irony, echoed both the founder of Rome and the legendary first king. His reign, however, was short-lived and insignificant. Deposed by a barbarian general in 476 AD, Romulus Augustulus became a symbol of the empire's finality, a poignant reminder that even the greatest of empires can crumble into dust. Section 8. The Fall, not with a bang, but a whimper. The fall of the Roman Empire wasn't a single catastrophic event like the sack of a city or a decisive battle lost. It was more of a gradual process, a slow-burning candle finally flickering out. Different historians mark the fall at different points, but the deposition of Romulus Augustulus in 476 AD is often cited as a symbolic endpoint. However, the Eastern Roman Empire, also known as the Byzantine Empire, continued to thrive for centuries. The fall of the Western Roman Empire was a complex process, a confluence of factors rather than a single cause. Internal strife, economic instability, military defeats, barbarian migrations, and weak leadership all played their part. It was a slow unraveling, a gradual decline from within as much as it was a result of external pressures. Section 9. Legacy of the Caesars, a world transformed. The Roman Empire may have vanished from maps, but its legacy continues to shape our world. Roman law, language, architecture, and culture left an indelible mark on Western civilization. From the Romance languages we speak to the legal systems we use, from the engineering marvels we build to the political ideas we debate, the echoes of Rome are all around us. The fall of the Roman Empire serves as a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the most powerful empires are not immune to the forces of history. It teaches us about the importance of unity, stability, and adaptability in the face of challenges. It also reminds us that decline is not always a straight line, but a complex process with periods of resurgence and renewal. The story of Rome is not just a tale of past glories, but a timeless reflection on the cyclical nature of power, the challenges of empire, and the enduring legacy of civilizations.